Oh yeah, it is time.
In the wise words of Jean-Luc Picard, engage.
It has been a painful 6 years back in the States, but it's finally time for round 2 of traveling and living around the world while I attempt to qualify for the Kona World Championships.
This time around, I'm taking you with me.
You're gonna get to see this fit fat man turn into the Iron Hulk.
Along the way, I'm going to share all the highs and lows of the past 11 years that have got us to this point. So, over the next 12 months, I need to complete 5 Ironmans in order to qualify for Kona. For those of you who are not familiar with what an Ironman is, it's a 2.4 mile swim, followed by 112 miles biking, and then a full marathon 26.2 mile run at the end, all under 17 hours. In order to qualify for Kona, you have to do at least 12 Ironmans in a 12-year period. In fact, you actually have to do an additional Ironman after you qualify to confirm your spot in Kona. At this very moment, I've completed 8 Ironmans. So here's the thing. If I'm able to qualify for Kona, I only get one shot at it. I have to finish it. And as the Iron Hulk, if I'm able to finish, I'll finally be able to hoist the championship belt over my head and claim victory over what will be a nearly 16-year Ironman journey. Yes, Hulk Hogan did sign that belt. And yes, the next day, I did dislocate my knee while singing karaoke at Hulk Hogan's bar. More on the ramifications of that injury in future videos.
And guess what? The action starts now. Tomorrow is the first of the 5 races, Ironman Texas. And the very next day, I move to Thailand.
But before we get into Ironman Texas, I'm going to share with you how this whole wrestling thing came to be. Circa 1990, I was about 5 or 6 years old. We struggled financially with my mom working 2 jobs and my father in jail. And we struggled emotionally. Unfortunately, there's definitely a lot of hurt in that house. And unfortunately, my brothers and I were never that close, even as children. But we did have some moments of bonding. And one of those was wrestling. So at that time, Hulk Hogan was the man. He was the face of WWF. Honestly, Hulk Hogan represented all the wholesome values, reminding us to say our prayers and eat our vitamins. I think he taught us at that age, like, work hard and you can achieve anything sort of thing. Stuff that fathers might tell you. But there was one other wrestler who also stood out amongst others. The Ultimate Warrior. As a kid, seeing that guy wrestle, I was in awe. He'd sprint down to the wrestling ring, annihilate everything in his path, and then take the ropes and shake. He was a fucking beast. And as a kid, I'm just thinking, fuck yeah. Oh, and I was absolutely swearing at that time. And the thing is, he was one of the good guys, just like Hulk Hogan. He just went about it a different way. Pure rage. And while I didn't exactly know how to articulate any of the emotions at that age, I then had instructions on how to let it all out. And even as an adult dealing with 9 to 5 bullshit, this sentiment still hits hard. So in short, why the WWF theme? I got 4 reasons. 1, it reminds me of a time when my brothers and I really got along. 2, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior were some of the first badass guys I've ever been exposed to. Number 3, when I decided to attempt to qualify for Kona, I was still a long way away. I also was not this young, super fit and fast athlete who took themselves so seriously anymore. So I decided that I wanted to have fun. In case you're wondering, boom, awesome shirt. And the final reason is the championship belt. No other theme that I could think of had such a cool end prize. So here we are back at Ironman Texas round 5. Round 1 was 2020. I had trained all the way until a month prior to the race, it got canceled. 2021, same story, round 2. Round 3, actually got to race in 2022. Horrendous winds, and honestly, I was on the bike for an extra 2 hours. So what should have been a 6-hour bike turned into an 8-hour bike. And then I let the demons take over, and I ended up throwing in the towel, made a bunch of excuses. It's been haunting me since then. So round 4, I was ready for redemption. Unfortunately, I had dislocated my knee by singing karaoke at Hulk Hogan's bar a month prior to the race. And now round 5. Here's the thing. Same crazy winds as the other time I raced and I DNF'd. It's almost like you can look at it as a way to think this sucks, why again? But you can also look at it, this is a true chance for redemption. You got the same conditions as you had before. Let's see if you can defeat it this time. So in closing, I invite you to come and travel and live around the world with me as I attempt to qualify for Kona and find a little bit more happiness in life as an expat. As we share in all the highs and lows of what's yet to come, I'll also share all the drama and unforgettable moments that got us to this point. In my next video, I'll share my recap of Ironman Texas as I make my way to Thailand. In the description, I provided a link to the live stream. I've also provided my bib number if you want to track me, and a link to the app where you can do the Ironman tracking. My bib number is 1090, and guess what? I looked it up. When the cops say 1090, that means an alarm is going off. You're damn right an alarm's going off. I'm here to get this. Let's have fun out there.